refreshing, refreshing again, one more time, and now the result of the experiment is right in front of me. A new notification just came through. There was a time when all of this only existed for me on my phone screen. Hotels on islands, a villa by the ocean, pictures of a life that looked amazing, but somehow didn't feel like mine. I could spend hours looking at it, saving it, imagining that one day I'd be there too. But back then it was still just a dream, someone else's life that you could only wish from the outside. Then something started to change, not all at once, though in a single day. But at some point I just stopped looking at that life like it was something far away and slowly started moving toward it, step by step, decision by decision, action by action. And one day, instead of seeing more island pictures on my screen, I started seeing something else. Notifications like these. And for me, that became the sign that things were finally starting to turn into something real. And the strongest feeling is when at some point you start looking at other people's photos from beautiful places and start looking at your own. You realize that once you were just scrolling through this life on your phone, and now you're actually living it yourself. And everything between those 2 points wasn't luck, and it wasn't some random accident. It was small steps that one day brought me to a place I used to only dream about. By the way, I already made a post in my Telegram about how to actually reach your goals. If you're interested, go check it out. And everything between those 2 points, from a dream on a screen to the reality around me, happened because of one tool. The tool I once just got to experimenting with.
This video is for educational and demonstration purposes only.
Right now, I want to run that experiment one more time. In moments like this, I always double-check everything carefully so I don't end up falling for fake stuff. A useful habit. I launch it and start setting everything up. And one more time, guys, I am not telling anyone to do what I'm doing. I'm just documenting my personal experience for my video diary. So, back to goals. Probably the hardest part of any big goal is the moment when you're just getting started. When there's still nothing real between you and the one you want to build. No big result yet, no feeling of momentum, no confidence that things are really starting to come together. There are only small steps, and in the moment they feel way too insignificant to change anything. All right, standard steps here. I just make descended. And again, this is absolutely not financial advice and not some kind of recommendation. It's simply my experiment for my diary. And this to pair that sufficient goals. Big changes almost never start with some loud dramatic moment. They start quietly, with decisions, forbidden actions, with movement that at first is almost invisible even to you, and only later, after some time passes, do you realize that everything big was built out of those tiny steps that came in really fast. Going back here, choosing this, here, back again, and next. That's probably why the path that any goal really feels like one big breakthrough. Lot of the time, it's just a series of small actions that don't seem important for a long time, but at some point, those are exactly the things that change the direction of your whole life. And when you look back, it all starts to make sense. There is almost never one giant leap between a dream and reality. Usually, there are dozens of small steps in between. Steps that are simply given enough time to matter. My small setup steps are done. Now, I'm waiting for it to load. Alright, that's fine. Now comes the important part. I can piece here. I've already had a moment like this before where I missed it the worst possible second. And this is actually one of the reasons why I keep this video diary. So I always know exactly where that's up. All right, perfect. Half the job is done. Oh, the notification decided to show up late. My favorite part starts now. Line batch. Everything's clear here. The read section. I'll go with this one. All right. Nice. Going back again. And now all I can do is wait. Refreshing. Refreshing again. One more time. And now the result of the experiment is right in front of me. A new notification just came through. One more small step, the work making islands, my permanent place to live. Drop a like if you enjoyed this one. See you.